Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stain Geek. My name is Beth, and today I want to give you a quick spoiler-free review of Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins. Gregor the Overlander was originally published in hardback edition sometime in 2003, I believe. It is a complete series at this point with 5 books in this Overland series or Underland series, something like that. Anyway, printed up by Scholastic Press, and as I said, written by Suzanne Collins. This particular library bound edition has 308 pages worth of story, and then a couple more of the acknowledgments and things of that nature. And it's fabulous. We meet 11-year-old Gregor, who is kind of the man of the house. His mom works a lot of hours. He has a little sister named Lizzie, who at the beginning of the story goes away to summer camp. But unfortunately, Gregor wasn't able to go because he has to stay home and help with his 2-year-old baby sister Boots and his senile grandmother. Sorry for the random change of background. It's actually been several hours since I started this video. I thought I was going to be able to get it finished before my family came back from shopping. However, I had just gotten it started when they walked in the door, and isn't that how it always happens? Of course, as soon as they walk in the door, they're talking, they're hollering. It's just what happens when your parents come home. I don't care how old you are. They never come in quietly. They want to make sure that you know that they're back and they've got stuff for you to do. So that happened, but now I'm back with you and we can continue our discussion of Gregor the Overlander. So, as I was saying, Lizzie has just gone to camp, but Gregor is staying at home to help with Grandma Margaret and his little sister Boots. So, he and Boots go down to do laundry, and while they are in the laundry room, Boots begins to investigate an airflow vent and kind of goes down the vent. So, Gregor is going after her, and they wind up falling into the Underland, which is kind of underground alternate reality sort of thing. And there are humans, cockroaches the size of horses, rats that are about the size of horses, and bats that are big enough for humans to ride on as though they were dragon riders of some sort. So Gregor is just trying to get home. His dad has been missing for 2 years, 7 months, and a bunch of days. And so Gregor has like this huge concern about not getting home to his mom and his mother having to go through the grieving process for him and Boots, like she's been doing for their father. And it's just really, really bugging him and puts into motion a chain of events that are even crazier than what he already had going for him as soon as they went down to Underland. It's a very interesting book. I've given it a 4 to 4.5 out of 5 stars. The wit and whimsy of this piece of literature just grabbed me from the get go. I was excited to continue reading it. There's a lot of sarcasm and hilarity, and I'm just really, really glad that I finally picked it up and read it. And I'm looking forward to reading book 2. Like I said, this is a 5-book series, and I'm really hoping that my library has all of them because I want to know what happens next. There is one little area in the book that I felt like kind of messed me up a little bit in the way it was written. Not that it was written poorly, just that it happened really quickly. So this is a bit of a spoiler. I'm going to raise my hand. When my hand goes down, then the spoiler's over. That way you don't have to worry about it. If you don't want to, I'll give you a second to mute me. And let's proceed. So Gregor's father disappeared 2.5 years ago, but he disappeared because he went down the same air vent. And Gregor and Boots and several people from the community there are on a quest to go and find his father and try to stop the rats from taking over the kingdom of Regalia. And so they wind up finding his dad, but they don't find his dad until page 254 out of a 308 page book. So the last 50 pages of the book are really well done, and I think she kept the flow of the story really well, but it kind of moves a lot more swiftly, so we don't get a lot of detail. So it's not like he's instantly better and he's instantly okay. And they talk about how he's, never going to be exactly the same as he was, but it still goes by a lot more quickly than I think it should have. I think even a couple of more sentences here and there would have just made that seem more realistic to me. And then when they get home, it talks about how Lizzie's asleep on the couch and mom's sitting at the table. So we know it's been at least a couple of weeks, but we don't actually know how long it's been, whether mom got Lizzie from camp early, whether Lizzie came home from camp and they were still gone, what's going on. And I would really have appreciated knowing how much time passed. Now, that may be something we find out in book two, but until then, I wish she'd have said something in book one. Okay, that's all the spoilers, and that's actually all I have. I really enjoyed it. If you have read it, please let me know down below what you enjoyed about it or whether you enjoyed it at all. If you have not read it, if you have not read it, if you have not read it, please go pick it up. It's a lot of fun. I think you would enjoy it. I listened to it on audio as well as reading it in physical form, kind of switched back and forth, and I liked both formats equally. So whatever works for you, pick it up, check it out, and then later on come back and tell me what you think about it. Until next time, guys, read something good, write something better, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.